Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God. I have Uriah behind the camera right now. He was trying to set up the tripod and everything. And I'm going to tell you the books that we liked this week for our library haul, or the things that I saw and liked or didn't like about the books. And then after I'm done talking, you will see the kids do their review. They actually taped their review before I'm doing mine, and Abigail was in charge of that camera. So anyway, the first book I got was I Am Cow, Hear Me Moo. I got it because people call us the cows, so anything that's cow related I get. And it was a cow who said she wasn't scared of things, so they went out in the woods. And I thought, doing a quick flip through, I thought it was just going to be, oh, we don't have to be scared of things. You can like enjoy new opportunities, which was part of the book. But then in the book, she was still scared of things and wouldn't admit to her friends that she was still scared. So she was lying to them by not giving them full information. So we had to talk about that. So that was a book we got. You'll see it. One of the kids mentions it later. So I wanted you to know what I thought of it. We are still doing this one. This is Life of Fred Apples. It's the first book in the elementary series, and it teaches math concepts. So like right now we're learning that 3 plus 4 equals 7, but also 4 plus 3 equals 7. It doesn't matter which order you put them in. It also is talking about a set. So a set of 7 would be days of the week or colors of the rainbow. And it just teaches it in a fun story fashion. Fred is a boy who is 5, who is a professor of math at Kitten's University. I haven't figured out how this all works yet because the full story is in the calculus book and we haven't gotten there. We are in the elementary apples. But even Gideon likes hearing this, and we give people questions from the back of this. It's a cute book. There's a series of them, and it starts with apples is the first one, and then it has a B book and a C book and a D book. So I think it's apples and then butterflies, cats, something like that. So anyway, I'm not going to mention every book they were talking about. The Wild Robot. We are reading this book because I've seen lots of reviews on it, and I guess there's a movie that's just come out about it. It is a cute book. I am enjoying the book, but the book starts out with the destruction of a bunch of robots, talking about them like they are human characters. So if your kids are sensitive, that might be a little interesting, but it's just talking about how the robot starts to learn about nature around her, and it's a cute book. We've enjoyed it, but I'm only halfway through. I got this book, Lee the Rabbit with Epilepsy. It seems that there might be more books in this series. It's called the Special Needs Collection, but I didn't see any of the other books at our library. But Josiah has epilepsy, and it's this little rabbit who goes fishing with, I think, her grandpa, and has a staring spell, and they don't know what it is, and find out that she has epilepsy. And so I just thought it was neat when they bring real special needs things to life. The Mitten is by Jan Brett. You've probably seen these books before. The art in these is really, really awesome. And the kids liked that on the side in the Mitten picture, it showed what was happening in other places not shown in the picture itself. So you kind of had this went to what was had already happened, and then this kind of foreshadows to what's going to happen on the next page, and the kids really liked that. This is Jan Brett, and I think it's janbrett.com. You can actually print out coloring pages and things by this author. She has a bunch of books. I have not read all of her books, but The Hat and The Mitten are 2 that we've read recently. I really enjoyed this book. I happened to just pick it up. It's called This is the Van That Dad Cleaned. What I appreciate about this book is the whole book is just dad with the kids. I think in our society, we think that mom raises the kids and dad never actually really has a part, or like dad's babysitting the kids when he has them, but dad is just as much a parent as mom. And so this book, he's taking care of the kids in the book. So dad cleans the van, the kids make a mess of the van, and it's written in a story form of, it always goes back to, and this is the van that dad cleaned. And then this thing happens and this thing happens and it gets dirty. So it's based on the book, like the house that Jack built. It keeps building on itself. But it's a cute book. And in the end, the kids have to help clean the van. And we enjoyed it. It was fun. And then the last book I'm going to talk about is we got this book, Hidden Figures. I guess there's a movie about this. We haven't seen it. We started reading the chapter book together while we were on vacation, but we ran out of time to read it before I had to return it to the library. But it's about these 4 women who worked math. And so computers used to be people who computed things. And these women worked to help with the war effort and then on to the space race, and how these Black women changed a lot of people's thoughts on women and Black people in society. This was during the time where these women still had to use separate bathrooms but were in charge of helping with the war effort. So it was very interesting. Separate bathrooms in like, they were black and not white. Not men's and women's, black and white. They couldn't eat they couldn't be in the same building. The black women who were doing the calculations, which were doing the same calculations as the white women, had to be in a separate building. So it's just neat how much our society has changed, but this was all within their grandparents' lifetime of these things happening. So this book was really good. Hidden Figures by Margot Lee Shetterly. And it's just a picture book about these women. So I hope you enjoy what the kids have to say. If you like these videos that the kids are in, they are really enjoying being behind the camera and making their own videos. So let us know what you think about those. And we'll see you guys next time on Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God.
Welcome to Herding Cows to the Glory of God. Welcome to Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God.
Go ahead. What books do you want to show you, Gideon?
This is my book to read. It's Duck and Goose
Gideon, what's it called?
And Duck and Goose Find a Pumpkin. This is my book.
Are we going to take it back to the library?
Yep.
And what book are we going to get?
We send some more of these.
More Duck and Goose books?
Yeah.
Okay, Malachi, you want to tell us about your books?
Yeah. I like The Wild Robot because there's chapters and all of us like it except my and I. And this and
Ooh. Go ahead, Malachi, what book you got?
and with one Naomi thinks he looks weird. Well, he does.
What's that book about?
Fred.
Fred, and what do you learn when you read that book?
About Fred. Not really much. And his dog had his face on it.
What's your next book, Bob?
And this one. So why I like it is because you need to look for all the tractors.
Yeah.
In the first page, that says find us on every page. And
Very
this,
good.
and you can just look at the pictures. Then
And
it's fun to look at them. So the first book is Hidden Figures. It's about some human computers trying to make rockets and planes.
Very good.
Yeah. So now the next book is Market Day. I like it because in the back it shows you the materials and origin of where they were like made from. Oh, where was it? Right here. And then here is Iron Cow, Hear Me Moo. It was about this cow who thought he wasn't scared of anything, but then he was actually scared in the woods because there might be like a bear and stuff. And this is talking about like a man that died clean.
What's it called?
It's called This is the Man That Died Clean. And I like this one. It is called The Mitten. It is about some animals who found a mitten and they thought it would be fun to get in it. So then the boy found his mitten again and it was so much bigger. And this is the first Here is Lee the rabbit with epilepsy. She was at the river fishing with her uncle, and she caught a fish, and she did a steering spell, so she didn't know what happened. Here is just talking about big machines, and also here is a robot. It talks about this robot being smashed up on the beach, and then people think he's a monster, but then if you go out, he's not. And
It's a girl, you're right.
finds an egg.
An orphan's egg.
An orphan's egg, and then he took care of it, and then it was flying and swimming. And this
Did you want to say anything about the Fred book?
That's the end. This is
What do you say? Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
I'm holding little cows to the glory of God. Bye. Bye.